Good morning, students. Today's video is regarding plans, programs, methods, rules, and budget. All these things are to be considered while setting the organizational objectives. And these objectives are to be fulfilled by proper planning. So let us focus on these concepts explanation. I am repeating the objective procedures, plans through programs, objectives, strategies, budget and schedules. Let us follow the slides. Methods. Methods are basically subunits of procedure. Breakup of each step of a procedure into sub-steps. Methods indicate the simplified and standardized techniques to be employed in carrying out a particular task in the best way. Methods are products of research, experiment and analysis. Students, in this slide, we are analyzing how to reach the organizational objectives or goals. And to reach the organization objectives or goals, we have to use different methods and different procedures to compel them. So in previous video I explained to you policies, strategies and procedures. Continuing of the same topic, we move to the another process of achieving the objectives, that is through methods. Methods are such kind of tasks which are subdivided into units of procedures, and each step is to be broke out and it should be break up, and to start a process or to step into a process. And these methods indicate the simplified and standardized techniques to be employed in carrying out a particular task in the best possible way. And these methods are based on products of research and experiments and analysis. Okay, ma? So to reach the organizational goals, an organization has to set up different methods so that every level of management has to follow these methods and they can achieve their objectives. So let us focus on the objectives of methods, examples of methods. Method of conducting a written test for recruitment. To employ a person into respectable post, an organization would like to conduct written examination. It is a method of selecting a candidate. It is a method of selecting a candidate or person for a skillful job. That is the first example. Another example, method employed for failure analysis. Suppose if any organization is moving through losses or failures, they want to analyze the loss. What is the reason for failure? What is the cause for failure? So they will follow different methods. Maybe our cost of production may be high, or our quality of commodity may be not up to the mark of the consumer. Maybe the quantity is less, or maybe our advertisement techniques are unable to reach the consumers. These all are different methods to analyze the failure in an organization. And another example, method employed for distracting the professor. Methods employed for distracting the professor. Students, I would like to ask one question to you here. See here, I am the professor. I am in class. I am explaining the class. Right now, you don't have any opportunity to distract me. But in live classes, that when you are in classroom and if you don't want to hear the class, you will choose different methods. You will ask, ma'am, today, please don't teach us. Ma'am, today is so and so, na, this is the importance of the day. So let us discuss on that. Ma'am, today I am not in a mood to hear the class. Ma'am, today I think you are not well. You will say, ma'am, today is it your birthday? So you will follow different methods so that you can distract the professor. All these are methods, and these are small subunits of procedures. Procedure is different, methods are different, and everyone would like to go with different methods. Ultimately they can achieve the targets. Okay ma, this is about methods. And now another one, that is rules. If in an organization, if rules and regulations are not there, you can simply say that organization is a indisciplined organization. Rules are the basic guidelines to follow discipline. Either it may be an educational institute, or it may be a productive institute, or it may be a political institute. Whatever you take, students, rules are essential. If rules are there, then only an organization can work with proper standards. So let us focus on the concept of rules. Rules are standard guidelines which specify what is good and what is bad for an employee or organization. Rules are standard guides which specify what is good and what is bad for an employee or organization. Rules are always established to direct or restrict action in order to govern the behavior of individuals. Rules, if violated, are viewed seriously and penalties are imposed. So students, you remember one thing: wherever you are, however you are, we have to obey the rules and regulations. Simple thing is that we have to walk on the left side of the road. We know we have to drive on the left side of the road. If anyone violates that rule, in that category, everyone has to penalized. Those who violate those rules, definitely traffic people will either penalize or they will give you imprisonment if you literally break the rules. So everyone has to follow the rules. Everyone has to obey them. If anyone violated, then a necessary action should be taken on them. That's why rules will rules will guide us what is good or what is bad in an organization. So rules always establish to direct or restrict actions in order to govern the behavior of the individuals. So let us focus on the examples for rules. Rule of no smoking. Rule of no smoking. In common areas and in public areas, no one should smoke because smoking is injurious to health. If not only the smoker will get effect of it, obviously the people who are around the smoker, they'll get their health is also affected. That's why everyone has to obey the rule of no smoking. Next, rule of formal dressing. This example I can give in schools and certain institutions only. So in school, everyone has to follow the formal dressing, that is uniform. Okay, it's a compulsory. Okay, next one, rule of not using cell phones in academic premises. Now we have to apart from it, because right now we all are using mobile phones because we don't have any other method. Are you catching this? We don't have any other method right now in this pandemic, and still your classes are going to commence. We have to deal with the mobile phones. But once you come back to college, Once the classes are commenced, you people are not supposed to use your cell phones in your academic premises. Okay, so these are the rules everyone has to follow, and if anyone violate the rules at that situation, one has to bear the consequences. Okay, now move to the other part of the thing, programs. Other one is programs. Okay, so let us focus on the concept of programs. A program is a precise plan which lays down the operations to be carried out to accomplish a given work. A program is a precise plan which lays down the operations to be carried out to accomplish a given work. Program is aggregate of several related actions, plans that have been designed to accomplish a mission within specific time. So a program is for a certain duration, it's a small course of work. It is restricted to the premises, it is restricted for a time, and it is restricted among few people. A program is a comprehensive plan that includes a complex set of goals, procedures, methods and strategies. So a program may be a precise plan or a small plan which which will be done in restricted time or specific time with a few number of persons, but definitely a program is a complex task with the goals, strategies, methods and procedures. See students, these all are related to objectives for an organization. So let us focus on the example for programs. Program of organizing an international seminar. Program of organizing an international seminar or national seminar or an institutional seminar, whatever it is, for a precise plan is required. It doesn't need a huge plan. Next, an expansion program for a company. This is about programs. Schedules. Schedules are timetables which clearly specify when, what and where each element of work is carried out. Schedules are timetables which clearly specify when, what, where each element of work is carried out. Aim of scheduling is to plan the sequence of work to that all units of work can be systematically arranged towards their completion by due date. So, schedule will schedule will make us to follow the rules and regulations, plans, procedures, strategies with the prior timetable. As you can see on this slide, task 1, task 2, task 3, task 4, task 5, like that, with their restrictive timetables. So students, right now also you are hearing our classes you are at your home, but still on the basis of timetable you are getting the link and you are watching the videos. By watching these videos, what is your objective? Ultimately, your objective is to get a good points in your examinations. So timetable is also considered as or called as schedules. Okay, ma'am. Next one, projects. Projects are a bit similar to methods, bit similar to programs. Okay, so program is for a particular duration of time. Project is to complete a task. Simple. Okay, project is a small program. Several projects may also make up a program. So tiny projects are considered as, when you combine all of them, it will become a program. Projects are individual portions of a general program with clear-cut and relatively distinct. So let us focus on the examples for projects. A software project part of a larger program. SPSS project work. Demolition project as part of a encroachment removal program, etc. Now come to the point of the important one, that is about budget. Budget generally represents the financial matters, money matters, cash flow, funds flow. So generally an organization has to give a bit more priority for budgets, because it is very, very important. When money is sufficient, everything will go in a pleasant manner. Suppose if cash or cash flow is not up to the mark, and if there is a shortage of cash, then obviously the entire organization has to face the consequences of shortage of funds. So that's why preparation of budget is an important objective for an organization. So that's why budget plays a vital role in setting the organizational objectives. So let us focus on the concept of budgets. A budget is a written plan of future activities of the company in monetary terms. Students, please remember this first point. A budget is the written plan of future activities of a company in monetary terms. Monetary terms means money terms. Budgets are managerial tools for planning, programming, controlling the business activities. So budget is 100% management concept. It is a managerial tool which leads to and which will give a chance for planning, programming and controlling business activities. So budget defines the anticipated cost of attaining an objective. So let us focus on the examples for budgets, students. Sales budget, production budget, advertisement budget, sales budget. How much sales we have to do for our organization? If sales of last year are that much, how much should be the sales of this year? If sales increases, what are the developments and growth that we can show for our organization? That is one kind. Next one, production budget. How many goods have to be produced? How much product should be produced? How much product is required for production, either for semi-finished or finished goods? That is about production. And for advertisement, if a producer produces goods, it doesn't matter, but the producer has to put those goods in market. That is very, very essential. So in this category, you have to prepare each and every point, each and everything related to money. So money plays a vital role, and instead of using the word money, we are using the word budget. So once this budget is sorted out, then obviously objectives are sorted. And let us focus on general features of budget. A budget is a statement in terms of money. Budget is prepared for a definite future period. Budget is prepared in advance. Budget gives an overall view of business in terms of sales, production and expenditure. And budget helps in anticipation and control of financial requirements of different branches of business. So let us focus one more time on the general features of budget. Budget is a statement in terms of money. Budget is prepared for a different future period. Budget is prepared in advance. Budget gives an overall view of the business in terms of sales, production and expenditure. And budget helps in anticipation and control of financial requirements of different branches of business. Okay students, this is about the concept of budget. So students, in this present video we have concentrated on methods. Methods are the subunits of process, and this if methods instead of going for big strategies, an organization can opt for different methods. And another one is rules. Rules are the guidelines that every organization has to set up, and through rules an organization can analyze what is good and what is bad, either it is for employees or for an organization. And rules always provide, if anyone violates the rules, they have to get the violated penalty. Next one, programs. Programs are small plans. They are not a larger plans. Programs are only small plans where the organization has to prepare to achieve their objectives. And these programs will always serve relative action of plan, and they will give suggestions for different designs to complete the task of. Next one is schedules. Schedule is also called as timetable, that where to complete the work, when to complete the work, how to complete the work, and what should be the work. So schedule is essential in an organization to plan. So without schedule or timetable, an organization cannot move forward. So aim of scheduling is to plan the sequence of work so that all the units of work in an organization can be completed systematically and appropriately without any delay or disturbance. Projects. Projects are small programs. Projects are small programs, and they are needed actually for the lower level management, because policies, procedures, strategies are made by top level management, and projects have to be made and completed by middle level and lower level management. Next one, this is about budget. As students, when you are studying about budget, you put your concentration, because budget is always concerned about the monetary matters, that is about cash flow, funds flow and all those things. So without a budget, no organization can imagine about their objectives and planning. Okay ma? So budgets have to be prepared in advance. Okay, so concentrate on these slides. An organization has to follow these things to fulfill their objectives. Students, this is about today's video, and I am going to meet you with another topic in another video. Take care. Thank you.